All right. Welcome, everybody, to our live training. Today, I have a very special guest. I'm super excited to introduce her. She is a beautiful woman. She's a works for a bank as a member solution specialist. She's a mom and a wife and wears so many hats in her life. And one thing I love about her is she faces everything with courage. And so I really wanted her to be able to tell her story to all of you about like what she's come through and where she is now and really what God has done in her life. So Jennilee, welcome. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for taking your time to spend with us. I just wanted to ask you to just to start out, like, what brought you to the place in your life where you thought coaching would be a good solution for you? What was going on there?
Well, honestly, you happened to fall into my life at like the right timing. And I like to say, God works in mysterious ways. And it was a lot of emotional things that I was dealing with. And I don't know. That's all I can say is God worked in mysterious ways and you helped me through a very hard emotional time in my life. And you were there. So I'm so grateful for you.
That was a total God thing. I love how he works to partner people together for both of their success. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's all I can how we can explain it. It's just amazing.
So while we worked together, you set some serious goals and you conquered them. Can you tell your story about like what all went on with you and what breakthroughs you got during your journey?
Yeah. So I set some huge goals um, that I haven't done in the past, and they were huge for me. One being I wanted to get off my anxiety medication. I've actually tried to do it on my own before a couple times and failed. It didn't work. And so with you helping me through that process and being consistent and setting those daily goals to work to that, I was happy to. So far, it's only been about like a month. But I am so happy. I just couldn't wait to tell you because I'm like, I got this. I got this. And, telling yourself in your head those affirmations daily too have been amazing. So,
Oh, I love it.
that's one of them.
So you were able to change your mind, deal with those
Yes.
root issues in your heart that were causing the anxiety and get to a
Yes.
place where you didn't have to use medicine anymore. That is just
Yes.
tremendous and amazing. Just for the viewers out there, don't just try this at home. Make sure you deal with what's going on with you. Don't quit medicine spontaneously. But
No.
Jennilee was able to do that because of her hard work on her heart. She did a lot of
Yes.
heart work, and it was awesome to see you go from, you know, it was like a overburdened, like an anvil sitting on your shoulders, to now this bright person. You have this bright countenance and a zeal for life, and you've really set some amazing goals in your family. Even I remember you like put the cell phone down during dinner, and you've been able
Yes.
to set like boundaries that create relationship, like goal after goal after goal. I love just watching you just crush all of those goals. So
Yes.
really, um, was it worth the investment?
Yes. It totally was. Totally. I am so grateful and I will do it again.
That's awesome. So I love to ask people this because even I just love to ask people this. What's it like to coach with me?
Um, it's been honestly amazing. And I have never felt, like I said earlier, so understood and heard. I didn't feel like a number. I didn't, get you in and get you out. Like you were actually compassionate and caring. And that stood out to me huge. Like I'm so grateful for you because not, you don't find that. And even like with therapists and counselors. I mean, I've done those in the past and I just felt like a number. So,
Yeah, that is one thing that I in my heart have committed to. Like when I do my group coaching program, I'm not going to let 70 people in one group because I have felt that way. Like I did a video training a little while ago about that. Is like, listen, we're all about doing this together, and relationship is everything. And I really appreciate hearing that you felt my commitment to
Yes.
people to make it more than just a number or a program. I don't want it to be a
Right.
program. I want it to be a relationship. And so
Exactly.
that really blesses me to see that that was your experience of me. So thank you so much for that. Um, what would you tell someone who's considering coaching right now?
I would say it would be the best thing you ever, or decision you ever made. Honestly, you won't regret it.
Yeah, I remember you were kind of back and forth, like, should I be
I know.
investing? And what got
Exactly.
you to a place where you realized you were worth the investment?
Um, I knew that I needed this inner work on myself, you know, and I knew that I just felt connected with you, that I knew you could help me, and I knew you were it. So I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. What do I have to lose? So
I love it. Again, facing everything courageously. You're like,
yes.
what can I lose? Let's just go for that's
That's
amazing.
another thing. Like today, I'm like, I'm gonna face my fear. I don't like being on camera, but I'm gonna do it.
And you're doing
And
amazing. No worries, right?
there's huge growth in that by just stepping in and just doing it and trying it. And that's another thing that has been huge for me. And
Oh, look at
growth
that.
wise.
Yeah, so you dealt with
Yeah,
this stuff going on, you got off your anxiety meds, and then as a result, here you are courageously facing the camera.
exactly.
Able
Yeah.
to share your story today. Like, what a tremendous breakthrough that has lasted. Like, we ended our coaching program a couple of months ago, and it's not only lasted, but you are continuing to grow, I'm seeing. It's just really
Hmm.
cool to see what is happening in you. So what's your life look like now?
Well, another huge goal that just brought me to tears was I've always wanted to go to church as a family. And it, it, it finally happened. I never thought it would happen, but I was able to have my whole family at church. It happened twice now, and I'm just praising God. But it's something that's been on my heart, and it's just amazing that it happened. And I think through prayer and meditation and being intentional it worked, and I'm so grateful. Like it just brings me to tears even thinking about it because it's just so beautiful.
That that is
Yeah,
such a meaningful breakthrough. Oh my goodness.
I never thought that would happen. Like it's been years and years, and I never thought that would happen, and it did. So I'm grateful. God is good.
I pray it just continues to happen over and over and over again. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Any other thoughts you'd like to share? Like if you could tell the audience out there like one thing about this work that you've done or what God has done through you, what are other things you would love to share?
I would suggest definitely staying consistent in those key areas of life and really being intentional because it truly makes a difference. It really does. Taking that time to pray every day and meditate, it's huge. I mean, it seems like there's not enough time in the day because we're so busy. We have so many tasks to get done in a day that life is just crazy. But finding that time is worth it.
Absolutely. Time to invest
Yes.
in your relationship with God, time to
Yeah.
invest in your relationship with your family and your spouse, and time to invest in yourself because you're worth it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. What a tremendous, amazing
Oh,
story.
sorry to
Thank
get emotional.
No, that's what it's like. Let's be real here. Like
Yeah.
that let's be real. There are
Right.
a lot of tears shared on coaching calls.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's one thing that brings that breakthrough and that relief. And I loved one of the things you said, your biggest aha on your evaluation was that your mistakes don't define who you are. And that is so true.
Yes. And it's hard to accept that and realize that, but you'll get there, because I had a hard time.
So where you are is not who you are.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Anything to add before we close out?
No.
Oh my goodness, Jennilee, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story. And I am so impressed with you. Like, seriously, your countenance has changed, your life has changed, your heart has changed. And guys, comment below. Let's cheer her on, and comment below what stood out to you most about her story. And let's just cheer her on to the next big breakthrough. Until next time, just remember, let's step truly into our identity, doing life on purpose so we can fulfill that God-given destiny. I bless you guys.